Hey people, coming to you from a little bit lower to the ground today. We are talking high plank or Dandasan, right? This is your beginner's alignment cues to start to learn yoga at home before you come down into the studio. Now, let's talk about our connection to the ground. I'm not going to hold it there for a while. It's going to burn me, you know it's going to burn me. Fingers are super wide across the ground. So one of the things that I talk to my students about mostly is when your hands are touching the ground, you want to spread their fingers wide like you're trying to grip onto a watermelon or hold onto a basketball, right? So that gives me more surface area to start to distribute weight from the heel of my hand, the base of the palm, out towards the fingers. Because vinyasa, you do a lot of stuff on your hands and your wrists, they might get really, really sore. Okay, so let's jump into this Dandasan, high plank. Fingers are spread really wide. Now, my shoulders, they're going to stack directly over my wrists. And then thumb and index finger are the ones that usually lax off pretty quickly. So make sure you're pressing thumb, index finger, and the index finger knuckle into the ground. Now you will notice here that I'm starting to swivel the arm bone in the shoulder socket. See what happens with my shoulder blade when I do that, when I turn it out? And then when I turn it back in, the shoulder head rolls down from my ears, my shoulder blade starts to retract into my back, the eye of my elbow is pointing forwards, and that's for both arms, of course, right? So the crease of the elbow is pointing forwards. Then I'm pressing into the ground. Notice how my back is puffing up as opposed to me sagging down into the joint. I'm extending arm bone out of socket like I'm going to push my hands through the mat. Now, a lot of people scoop under a hell of a lot too much through their tailbone. Your lower spine should have a bit of a natural curve, okay? So it's not like that, and it's not like that. You want to find that happy medium place where you're pulling the hip points towards the rib cage. So you shorten this distance a little bit. Now there's two main sets of ab muscles that are working for us here in this plank. The rectus abdominis, they do that action. There's another set called the transverse abdominis. They're on the inside. Watch this, I hope you can see it on the camera. There you go. They do that action, the transverse abdominal, just like a corset. You want to retract your navel, you'll hear me say this a lot too, towards your spine, and it looks like that. You can all do that. Contract the circumference of your waistline. A little bit of engagement there. And then my kneecaps, they're pulling right up my thighs, so the back of the knee is broadening towards the ceiling. Those are your beginner alignment points for Dandasan, high plank. Over time, you'll start to love it. When you first start to look at it and your teacher asks you to stay there for a little bit, you're gonna hate it, right? But it's super important that we align. One thing that I'll talk to you about is your modification. If you're like, mate, I can't, drop your knees to the ground, cool? So the knees go to the ground, but see, my shoulders are still forwards of my fingertips. I'm still having a bit of turn up and a bit of turn under. I'm not falling into like a cow pose or pressing back into a cat pose. My torso is straight, my spine has its neutral alignment. Enjoy, guys, have fun with it. Maybe a push-up challenge with your friends. See you, bye.